Hey, welcome back to the series that we've been doing on Born to Die. I've been going track by track to see if I can find a deeper meaning within each of the songs. I think I finally caught myself back up because I apparently skipped some tracks by accident, so I think we're finally back on a normal schedule. And next up is the song titled Carmen, which also has a music video, so let's just get straight into that. Before it actually gets started, I kind of wanted to talk about something where I wasn't sure if it was a real thing, but I've noticed that in music now, like people don't do as many singles or music videos. So I don't know if it's a product of the time, but I feel like this has a lot of music videos with this album. So I'm kind of wondering if this was ever a visual album, or was it, like I said, just kind of a product of the music industry at the time where music videos worked and singles worked. So if you know anything about that, can you let me know? Because I'm actually very curious about that.
Darling doesn't have a problem lying to herself, 'cause her liquor's top shelf. It's alarming, honestly, how charming she can be, fooling everyone, telling mom she's having fun. She says you don't wanna be like me, don't wanna see all the things I've seen. I'm dying. She says you don't wanna get this way, famous and dumb at an early age.
How does meth change our brain?
How does meth change your brain? And it's almost like incorporating the science lesson into the music video. So that definitely tells me that this song is maybe about someone struggling with addiction, because in those first verses, it kind of said something along the lines of, I don't have this problem, the liquor's on top shelf, I'm fooling everyone. So it's kind of like she is very well aware of her addiction, but to everyone else, she's either going to try to trick them into thinking that's not the case, or the few people that do know, she'll kind of turn that into a lesson for them and saying, like, you don't want to end up like me. Look where it's gotten me. Look at where I'm at in my life. Do you see how the effects of drugs or alcohol has changed me as a person? It's kind of serving as, don't allow yourself to go down this hole because you don't want to end up like me one day.
The boys, the girls, they all like Carmen. She gives them butterflies, bats are cartoon eyes. She laughs like God, her mind's like a diamond. Audio tonight, she's still shining like lightning. Like lightning.
I'm probably very wrong, but I wonder if this is about that person that was in one of her music videos, because I don't know who Carmen is. Maybe that's not a real person, but there was someone in one of the music videos that I can't remember which one it was, but there was someone that was tripping a lot in the music video, and I had first thought that that was Lana Del Rey, but one of my comments, thank you for telling me that, by the way, and it was like an actress that was struggling with like substance or alcohol abuse. So I wonder if that has any connection to the person named Carmen. It could be completely unrelated, but I definitely kind of remember a theme that kind of reminds me a little bit of this.
Carmen, Carmen, staying up till morning. Only 17, but she walks the streets so mean. It's alarming, truly how disarming you can be. Eating soft ice cream, Coney Island queen. She says you don't.
Okay, so that definitely added perspective of that kind of going down unconventional paths, maybe to feed her habits that she has, because it mentions staying up till morning, only being 17, she walks those streets. That kind of makes me think of prostitution. And it also reminds me of an Ed Sheeran song. If anyone knows the song A-Team, it kind of has a very similar storyline about a cocaine addiction and that person selling love to another man. So I think they're very closely related story-wise. But I feel like that's also very unfortunate that this person had to go into the sex industry to kind of cope with something that's going on with their life. And that was not a way to disrespect sex workers or anything like that. I just meant the fact that she was so young doing that. I'm all for people doing whatever they want with their lives, but it just seems like that's a very young age to be going into that life, especially when you don't feel like you probably have matured enough to make that choice for yourself.
Wanna be like me, looking for fun, getting high for free. I'm dying, I'm dying. She says you don't wanna get this way, street walk at night and a star by day. It's tiring, tiring. The boys, the girls, they all like Carmen. She gives them butterflies, bats are cartoon eyes.
kind of also wonder if Carmen is someone that maybe Lana Del Rey looked up to or something like that, because it seems like the person that's giving advice is Carmen, and I'm not sure they could both be Carmen, so maybe it's about knowing Carmen and heeding all of the warnings that Carmen has been giving her, saying that I might make this life look glamorous, but again, don't be like me because you don't want to end up and see the things that maybe I've experienced.
Babies all dressed up with nowhere to go. That's the little story of the girl you know, relying on the kindness of strangers, tying cherry knots, smiling, doing party favors. Put your red dress on, put your lipstick on, sing your song, now the camera's on, and you're alive again.
Oh, that bridge was so like under your skin, because I'm thinking of a show that my sister used to watch a lot, and it was called Law and Order Special Victims Unit, and it kind of was like about sex-related crimes and stuff like that. And this kind of reminds me of an episode where Pimp would like get these girls addicted to the drugs. That way they would have to come back to him more and more in order to get their fix. And the way that he would give them their drugs is for them to perform sexual acts and just do the most awful things ever. It kind of reminds me of this, where like you're setting this person up to need you and do whatever it takes to feed into the habits that you created for them. And I could be very wrong. This could be much more innocent than what it is, but it kind of makes me think of stuff like that.
So, talk to me about why I'm your dream girl.
It's gonna be a short conversation.
That's so mean.
The girls, they all like Carmen. She gives them butterflies, back to cartoon eyes. She laughs like God.
I keep going back and forth, but maybe she is the Carmen of the story, because a lot of her songs maybe glamorize drugs and alcohol, and I don't mean that like that, but she is more vocal about things like that. So maybe she's also trying to say that my songs don't mean that you have to live in the which a Lana Del Rey song makes you feel. Like, these songs are fun and I enjoy listening to them, but maybe to a different audience that might make people think that in order to have a cool and fun life like Lana Del Rey, you have to do drugs and stuff like that. And maybe she's trying to say, don't let me be your role model in that way. Just let me be your lesson to not do that.
Her mind's like a diamond, warrior tonight. She's still shining like lightning. Oh, like lightning. Like lightning. Oh, like lightning. Darling doesn't have a problem lying to herself, 'cause her liquor's top shelf.
Okay, wait, I thought the song was done, but I think it has more to go. Okay, it was just a nice, just instrumental end. That was the end of Carmen. Tell me what you thought of the song. Tell me if there's some perspective that I'm missing, or just let me know if you have any knowledge on the song. I'd really appreciate it. Tell me if you know if there's any connection to that other video of that stumbling actress. Maybe isn't, but just let me know. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.